This session is your secret sauce to collapse time. When we talk about collapsing time and quantum leaps, a lot of people misunderstand it. And the thing what it means is that you can do it faster. You can just push harder, work harder. You can find the shortcut. But quantum leap is a very, very different idea, which is all about collapsing time. In quantum leap, what the physicists observed was that a particle moved from the lower energy to the higher energy without that much apparent effort, without something massively changing, right? So the most important thing here to note is that the apparent effort and time. Now, what I'm not saying is that it didn't take any action because the particle moved. Movement did involve an action, but it happened pretty effortlessly, pretty easily. And that is quantum leap. Now, the secret sauce of quantum leap is not watching so many videos and trainings to understand how manifestation works. It's not to constantly getting inspired and activated. It's not to understand from 100 different aspects or angles how this whole thing is actually happening, but it's actually to go in your imagination. Your imagination is the workshop of your mind where the quantum effect actually exists. This is where it underpins the quantum effect. Now, the problem is that a lot of times when people start to go in their imagination, and I was clearly one of them, we tend to think that what is the possibility? How is it going to happen? Instead of going right in the vision, we are still in the how. We are still in the trying to connect the dots, trying to figure out the possibility and gap analysis and all of that. But actually, it is about jumping in your la la land and staying there. The most important thing is staying there, right? What you can do is you can start to build in that world everything brick by brick, reality by reality, scene by scene, things happening, things changing. And one thing which I absolutely love is that according to who, this is your physical reality. What if you choose that my truth and my reality is what is in my imagination? Because actually, when you are imagining that, you're going to a place. There is a place, right? The answer to collapsing time and the quantum effect is living in your la la land, being delusional. When normal people think you're delusional, you're crazy, it's holding on the delusional identity. Yes, I am delusional. Yes, I am coming from there. Yes, I love creating. I love seeing it. And the most important part is when you create all of that, when you see all of that, then what you start to do is you just release, but you hold on to the feeling. And this is where you're entering the quantum field. When you're watching different things, how manifestation works, or how this happens, or how beliefs change the reality, you are not creating, you're just learning. You can learn all the recipes to cook your favorite meal, but until you live the recipe, until you do the recipe. One of the exercises that Bob Proctor got us to do, which was really powerful, he said, have an audit of your current thoughts and see actually how much you're living in the physical and how much you're living in your manifestation. And you will be very surprised that you think you're envisioning, you think you're operating there, but a lot of times we are in this not yet energy that I'm trying to get there. When that happens, then when this happens, my challenge to you is jump in your la la land, go all in, live there. What have you got to lose? Right? Create from that place, be in that place. I don't care where you are right now. I don't care where you're sitting. I don't care what's happening around you. You have the power to decide. I said one thing to my one-to-one client in the identity shift, and that really changed the game for him. I gave this example of spotlight, and I said that if you look at the spotlight, and wherever you throw it, you see that thing, right? So that thing zooms in, like you see that spot. If you throw it somewhere else, you'll see it somewhere else. Now you are choosing the spotlight. You are choosing the spot. Right? Imagine if it's all dark and you have the spotlight and you choose to focus on that. Manifestation is not what do you want. It's if when I ask you how is it going, whatever you're telling me at that point, that is your magnet. When I ask you how are you and you say life is hard, I'm trying. It's this, I really want to get there. That is what you're manifesting. You have the power to choose your perception. You have the power to choose what you truly desire. And if you're not living in your imagination and you're gathering all the information, it doesn't matter. There is a very powerful way that I teach my clients, which I call 100x visualization method, where what we do is that we take your playlist, right? And we connect every single song in your playlist, your favorite songs, with your vision, right? Let's say in that life, you drive that car, you have this business, you do this, you have this level of confidence, even different aspects of your identity. You talk like this, you walk like this, you are this way. Other people say this about you, you are this, you are exhibiting that belief or that, whatever that is, right? And we connect each of them to a different song. When you listen to your playlist, all you're doing is you're activating those different feelings in you, right? You are marinating with them, you're playing with them, you're feeling them, and then you are sustaining the feeling. The most important thing here is go in the workshop. Like Napoleon says, your imagination is your workshop. Go inside the workshop. You cannot create anything from the outside. Are you spending enough time in your imagination? Are you creating a lot of things? Or before you go in it, you want to see the proof? You want to see the gap analysis. You want to see where you are and how slow it's going or how fast it's going. Or you are okay to jump all in. Because the whole point of quantum effect is that it happens with least effort. It happens very suddenly. It doesn't involve time or anything because time is an illusion by itself. The way it works is that the particle just shifts and goes to the higher orbit. And the way that whole thing happens is by this quantum, by using your imagination. The other thing what you can do is you can take your favorite perfume and smell it and connect it, and you can create a future memory. And you can connect with the idea that when I have this, I'll be driving this car, or I'll be feeling this way, or this is how the seat of the car will smell, or this is the perfume I'll have in my dream car. It's your job really to be clear in creating those mental pictures. You can play around with them. When you are giving the speech on the stage, that's your vision, then see yourself looking at the audience, see yourself the light then come to you. Not that you are looking at some person while you're in the audience. If you're in the audience, you will manifest being in the audience, not being on the stage. All these things, what they really do is, from a mind perspective, that is neuroplasticity, right? That is a very powerful neuroscientific concept. That means that your brain gets rewired, right? Because you rehearse those things so much, it gets rewired, and you start to use your neural pathways. That means now different neurons are wiring together, they're firing together, they're connected together. And now you are shifting your brain to reflect your vision instead of your current reality. And what happens from your vibration perspective, that you attract to you whatever is required to bring that. But when your brain is wired that way, then you always take the right action. Instead of worrying, am I doing enough? Should I be doing more? And being a police around you about doing, if you take care of the neuroplasticity, your brain and your subconscious mind, which controls how you act anyway, will make sure that you do the right action. The other thing what you can do is live those parts now. Can you go and view that house that you're manifesting, or in that neighborhood? Can you go and test drive that car? Can you experience those things now? Can you start doing the things in your life right now which activates that feeling? It is so powerful, and the whole thing which makes everything so much easier is the feeling. If you are not sure what to do next, go in the feeling. If you are not sure if you feel it's happening slow, go back in the feeling. But the key here is not just dipping your toes in your la la land. The key here is coming from that. The key here is jumping all in. Go and live in your la la land. Go and live it. It's so beautiful. What have you got to lose? Every time I'm doing this, I ask myself, because it is such a beautiful thing when the way things show up, the way things happen, the way I take action, and I think I wouldn't have thought to do that. It's so subconscious, so natural, because I take care of my la la land. Where are you coming from? How much of your day are you spending in your current reality versus your truth? Be very honest with yourself. Are you coming from your la la land or not? Why not? It's such a beautiful place. And like Bob Proctor used to say, there is a place. There is a place. It exists right here, right now. And the moment you choose to see it, you go there physically. You go there. It's already here.